Inside a modern pharmaceutical CDMO, manufacturing requires rapid, mechanical precision. Success depends on maintaining continuous flow across high-volume production lines. Because of this scale, commercial teams often view securing massive, high-volume manufacturing contracts as the primary driver of financial success. Customer A, Pfizer, generates $8 million. Customer B, Generico, generates $4 million. Teams typically prioritize the larger contract, but sales volume obscures operational constraints. Margins reveal a discrepancy. Pfizer yields 30%, while Generico yields 40%. The higher revenue client is actually less attractive. To protect the bottom line, we have to separate sheer sales volume from actual operational leverage. Large contracts frequently mandate frequent equipment setups. These requirements constrain manufacturing capacity that could be used for more efficient runs. These same contracts often carry extended accounts receivable cycles. A manufacturer might wait 90 days for payment, which ties up working capital. This combination of capacity consumption and slow payment creates operational instability and reduces the manufacturer's liquidity, even when cash flow projections appear high. To manage this, executive bid decisions must move past revenue targets and utilize multivariable operational economic models. A dynamic financial model provides the only rigorous method to evaluate a customer's true worth before a contract is signed. To find the signal in the revenue data, we must strip away the associated variable costs. This waterfall chart tracks the descent from $1 million in revenue. Subtracting materials, packaging, labor, and freight yields a $410,000 contribution margin. Subtracting allocated support costs, fixed overhead, and quality assurance reveals a final EBITDA of $235,000. Clients who appear profitable during manufacturing can still drain enterprise value if they require excessive administrative and support functions. Every CDMO is limited by constrained resources, such as specialized packaging lines and filling equipment. Re-examining absolute EBITDA, Pfizer generates $2.4 million, Generico $1.6 million. Dividing by packaging hours reveals EBITDA per bottleneck hour. Pfizer consumes 400 hours, yielding $6,000 hourly. Generico consumes 180 hours, yielding $8,900 hourly. Generico is superior. Optimizing for bottleneck efficiency provides higher operational leverage than chasing absolute revenue. We must also evaluate the timeline of cash flow. A profitability model is incomplete without accounting for the impact on liquidity. Pfizer operates on a 90-day accounts receivable cycle, while Generico pays in 45. High inventory requirements add further weight. When clients demand massive safety stocks or launch inventory, this financial delay compounds, creating a cash trap that restricts the manufacturer's working capital. While high-growth strategic customers can improve market reputation, they can also quietly tighten the enterprise's liquidity. Proactive pricing must mathematically account for all of these operational burdens before a quote is issued. An accurate quotation engine aggregates the costs of materials, packaging, labor, overhead, freight, and quality assurance. To find the required price, we divide the total costs by the inverse of our target profit margin. If we have $765,000 in costs and a 30% target margin, the required price is roughly $1.09 million. This baseline price is then adjusted based on bottleneck consumption and the working capital impacts we identified earlier. This proactive financial modeling ensures that our commercial teams do not underprice products that carry high operational complexity. All of these disparate streams of operational and financial data finally converge, snapping together into a single, unified, and actionable decision matrix. This bid scorecard weights different variables: 35% for EBITDA, 25% for bottleneck efficiency, and 20% for working capital impact. The remaining 20% is reserved for strategic value, accounting for intangibles like investor confidence and future pipeline opportunities. This multivariable approach allows executives to identify and reject massive bids that do not meet the manufacturer's weighted criteria. True strategic planning requires the discipline to turn away top-line growth in order to protect enterprise capacity. Manually running these scenarios is impossible at an enterprise scale. The solution is an automated data pipeline that merges standard costing, sales pipelines, and labor standards into a central Power Query node. This architecture feeds directly into the bid scorecard and executive dashboards, providing real-time analytics for every opportunity. Analysts can immediately run sensitivity analyses to see how factors like material inflation will impact EBITDA. Ultimately, mastering this deeply integrated customer profitability modeling serves as the absolute foundational system for long-term enterprise value optimization.